suddenly, you didn't only hesitate, no? Parang hinampas mo yung sarili mo sa ulo. Yun ang nakakapanghinayang dito, no? Fast forward. Ngayong January, may dalawa sanang pangyayari na pwede mong gamitin. Yung National Security Council na gumawa ka ng EO 81 na tinanggal mo yung Vice President at yung dalawang previous presidents na clearly pro-China. Clearly national threat internally as well externally. Na ang ganda sana nung pandyan, nung gagawin mong narrative, di ba? Bakit tinanggal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no? Ang, di ba? Tapos lumabas itong Matubato. Lumabas itong Matubato. Kung babasahin mo, lahat na nakabasa, kahit walang alam sa politika, galit na galit. Di ba? Pwede mo ibalik eh. Pwede mo ibalik doon sa nawala na Quadcom report. Pwede mo ibalik doon sa mga Senate congressional hearings na talagang in-expose yung hindi lamang kawalang hiyaan, corruption, kundi yung pagiging halimaw ng mga Duterte, di ba? Pero bakit parang tahimik lang sila? No, parang it's the
Snatching
usual
defeat.
suspects.
This is snatching
Oh,
defeat from the jaws of victory. I mean,
oh,
ay nako, Sir
it's the
Ronald,
usual suspects like Laila de Lima, like yung nagbebelabor ng point. So, ah what's happening? What's happening?
Sir Ronald, relax ka lang. Actually, aminin natin therapy ito para sa atin. I mean, both of us, we are using this podcast as a free therapy. Sa totoo lang, Sir Ronald, I mean, we have seen this over and over again na talagang character's destiny, napaka-diffident yung ating presidente at times. And when he had to go all the way and I don't know. I mean, the fact that he keeps on extending the olive branch, he keeps on saying never say never. He openly, shoots himself in the foot by saying there's no point in impeachment and trying to preempt anything like that or killing the momentum. Uh, Again, the Dutertes are winning by default, diba? I mean, just because to be fair to BBM, he's not the first faction or figure who's making the Dutertes win by default. The last time that happened is during the transition from your administration. Duterte won by default. Everyone was shooting themselves in the foot, right? Binay,
Mm,
nagkalat siya sa mga debates, Marroas and Poe were mutually
mm,
destroying each other. We keep on seeing this, that Duterte's keep on winning by default, even if they're not even third-rate strategies by any stretch of imagination. At ang nakakalungkot kasi dito is the people who risk their lives. We'll discuss Matabat a little bit more, no? Kasi finally is in a safe area. For people who are too lazy to read, you can actually listen to Hannah Beach's yung kanyang column in podcast,
yes,
which is even more emotional.
podcast.
Kasi
Mm,
meron siyang introduction noon. So it's even more emotional than reading the column or article sa New York Times itself. But going back to this, Sir Ronald, what was making us think at some point? Because even I was saying, maybe at some point, guys, maybe at some point may chance pa rin na these things will turn around. What made us think na finally this is it? The tide has shifted and we have crossed the Rubicon. Because mukhang just when we were about to cross the Rubicon, biglang, wait, teka. Parang teka na naman nangyari sa Ronald. Is it also because there's lack of coordination? Because the NSC one is an annual thing. Well, the thing you're discussing, impeachment and all, if it's a Romualdez thing, is the problem here na walang center of gravity. As I wrote on Inquirer the other day, wala talaga si Marcos ng consigliere eh. If he cannot be the center of gravity, he needs someone. And I volunteered you and Bongo. No, I'm just kidding.
Ay, Diyos ko po.
I said he needs a
Ah,
Bongo to do
parang
tell.
mas gusto kong may compare kay Gabby Claudio kaysa kay Bongo.
Okay, come up with a more respectable comparison. But di ba, Sir Ronald, may diffidence yung presidente mo, conflict avoidant, wala siyang conciliary, and third, mukhang walang coordination itong mga senior figures who could do something big. Kasi absolutely you're right, the National Security Council move, essentially purge, that's what I call it, the purge of Duterte's, could have been tied to the Quadcom hearings, yung gentleman's agreements hearings, discussions about potential treason,
West Philippine Sea,
West
etc.
Philippines
No?
Sea,
Mm.
grabe. And then Pogos, pwede mo pa ipasok. But wala eh. Is it also because maybe Sir Ronald busy masyado lahat sa parating na elections and you know what it means as Mayor Magalong puts.
Well, it could be all of the above. Sabi nga ng isang cynical politician, no? O ayun sumabog na yung problema sa AKAP, etc. Eh di sana ginamit na lang sana nila, no, para sa impeachment. Eh yung damage na yon, no? Nagkaroon na sila ng bukol dyan sa budget na yan, dyan sa AKAP na yan, hindi pa nila nagamit for impeachment. Di ba? So, after kung may pinag-uusapan pa ngayon na impeachment after election. So what was all that about? You know? So ano bakit pinabukol mo pa, bakit wilalang mo pa yung budget? Di mo lang palang gagamitin para ah dun sa political project mo, no? So it could be all of the above. Pero ang problema kasi rito, Richard, lahat ng Damocles swords nakahanda ng bumagsak. Lahat ng Damocles
Naging
sword.
Iron Throne. Ay, naging
Oh,
ano.
nandun na. No, ang nangyayari pa ngayon, parang sila pa yung binabagsakan ng Damocles sword. No? Sila pa ngayon yung binabagsakan. No? Imbes na bumagsak sa ulo ng mga Duterte, no? Ano nangyari? Hindi mo naman kinakailangan ng maraming intellect, maraming mga wherewithal. Hindi mo naman kinakailangan maging masyadong matalino para tignan na pipindutin mo lang yung button para bumagsak sa ulo ng mga Duterte. Yung matagal nyo nang pinaghandaan na impeachment, ICC, criminal cases, no? Et cetera, et cetera. So, ano nangyari doon? Just to push the button, hindi naman kinakailangan na masyadong matalino,
Hindi
no?
naman na kulang lang. I mean, communication needs some sort of talino. Doesn't it? Like, sino bang hinar nilang
Yung
ano,
yung
PR company?
yung bunso ko pwede kong utusan para pindutin yung button no?
I mean, like, andyan na nga yung, ano, yung, yung grape, andyan na. Ay, wag na
Oo.
lang, wag na lang. I mean,
Oo.
Sir Ronald, this is really an incredible story, right? Kung ano yung sobra sa tatay ni Marcos
Oo.
Sr., ito hindi natin
The
nakikita sa
decisiveness, di ba? The ruthlessness, no?
timing, sa go for gold, go, yung killer instinct. I think that's the term, killer instinct. Sir,
Hmm.
Lord
Hmm.
Tornaga, Sir Ronald, hindi ko sinasabi dahil may
Pero they should be thinking about their own survival.
survival,
They should be
exactly.
thinking about the killer instinct of the Duterte. Hindi sila sasantuhin yan.
Na
If the
literal, I mean,
Duterte
this is here, it's
survive
a
the
literal.
midterm, no? And create a political momentum going into 2028, anong akala nila? No? Anong akala nila ang gagawin sa kanila ng mga Duterte? No? Anong gagawin sa kanila? Bibigyan sila ng kwan? Ng Kentucky Fried Chicken? No? O pakontento na kayo dyan, no? Hindi namin kayo gagalawin. Basta wag lang kayo maingay. Diba? Uubusin sila niyan. Uubusin sila niyan. No? Hindi ba nila na-realize yun?
Baka
It's their
tumawag,
own.
ito yung narrative, baka tumawag si Trump na sabi niya sa Philippines, oy, hinahinay kayo sa beshi ko si Duterte. Totoo ba na naimbita si Sara sa inauguration ni Trump at si
Hindi totoo yun. Hindi totoo yun. No?
Sasabi nilang, baka yun yung open field na inauguration, yung
Oo.
nandun ka sa
Sino
crowd
sino
para
namang sino
nakapunta.
namang idiot ang maniniwala sa ganong klaseng propaganda?
Ay,
'Di
marami
ba?
actually, Sir
Oh,
Ronald.
sino
The problem.
idiot ang maniniwala ron? Eh hindi, alam naman natin maraming idiots, no? So, yun lang, no?
Rhetorical question.
They will reap the whirlwind. Pag nag-survive yung mga yan, no? They will reap the whirlwind, no?
Don't you think that the Marcos are thinking about cutting a deal? Because remember, the other week,
No, no deal is possible.
even
Gagantihan
if
sila niyan.
i-drop nila si Speaker
Oo.
sa
Mm.
darating na
Kahit
Congress,
i-drop nila si Speaker, which hindi naman mangyayari, kahit gawin nila yon, tapos na, the damage has been done. No? Hindi sila papatawarin. Tama si Sara. Hindi kami nakakalimot at hindi kami magpapatawad hanggang libingan. No? Don't they get it?
actually, hindi nga libingan, di
Don't
ba?
they get it
Kukunin
ba?
pa nila yung katawan ng tatay nila. Di ba? Actually, hindi
Itatapon
tapos yung libingan, babalikan pa nila yun di ba?
at this point ba, hindi ba nila kilala yung kanilang mga kalaban? No? At this point?
Yeah, I mean, Could there be a math we don't know about, Sir Ronald? Is there a nuclear option that Duterte's have? Do they have something on BBM that we don't know? Aside from all that fake polvoron AI.
Oh, I doubt it. I doubt it.
Yun nga, I'm
Lagi
trying to
natin
really be
inuulit,
fair here. Yeah.
character is destiny. No? Character is destiny. No?
Buti sa
Mm.
kanila lang yung damage because as we stand, the ones who are actually left with the empty bag, ito yung mga tao na nasa forefront. Sila Ka-Percy, sila Leila de Lima, si Trillanes, and of course, shortly we'll also talk about Bato Bato and Las Cañas and all of these people who are not only now, have been risking their lives. Sir Ronald, tayong dalawa, troll lang tayo eh. Ito, mga to talagang risking their lives. What does this mean, Sir Ronald, for all of these progressive figures who really put themselves on the very forefront of this, hoping for some sort of a culmination, some sort of a, decisive movement, and yet, ayun na naman tayo, back to zero. Parang nag-reset yung holidays sa pagbalik ng tao, hindi na
Kakal,
sila
ka,
interesado sa politics.
kakalusin tayo lahat nito mga to. Hindi na nila i-risk na mangyari yung nangyari sa kanila this past 2 years. Hindi na nila i-risk yan. At definitely, hindi na yan i-risk ng mga supporter nila na China. Hindi na papayag yung China na magkaroon na uli ng ganitong klaseng nakaraang 2 years na bigla silang naging na sideline, no? So hindi lang ito yung mga Duterte, ito rin yung China. Hindi na sila papayag, no, na mawala uli ang Pilipinas sa kanila, no? Kaya there will be
Absolutely. Yeah.
oh,
No, you're right. I mean, we had
isa pa,
Admiral Ong here, diba, the other day, and he was saying na ang China's easiest and best strategy is to get the Dutertes back into power or have them sabotage because ang Pilipinas yung tayong talaga yung dagger pointing at them by allowing the Americans to come in, by allowing Americans to put Typhoon systems, by embarrassing them sa West Philippine Sea. I'm now here in KL for the ASEAN summits and all of that, you know. Pati dito, yung mga pro-China, hindi naman Malaysia, but pro-China elements sa ASEAN, naiiritang-irita sa Pilipinas. And all of them are blaming Marcos Jr. They're saying, okay naman lahat, wala naman tayong problema dati. Dahil lang yan kay Marcos Jr., di ba? Like, so imagine, di ba? Imagine what are the stakes here. And yet, we're not seeing all of these elements coming together. But Sir Ronald, to be a little bit more reflective about this, I think both of us have to be also reflective, all of us in that. Do you think we engage in too much wishful thinking? Or talagang you would talagang binaba na natin yung standards natin, pero baka kailangan pa natin ibaba pa yung standards natin.
ang baba na nga eh. Pero somebody blink, no? Somebody blink, no? Hindi naman ganda na ng momentum eh. Na-expose na lahat eh. No, kahit ako nagulat eh. Doon sa expose ng Quadcom eh. Ibig sabihin, alam natin nangyayari yan. Pero hindi natin alam na ganyang magiging ka-formalized. No? Na an institution of government, no less than the Philippine Congress, ganyan yung gagawin nilang conclusion. No? I was expecting less. Kaso, what happened? No? Sayang. Diba? What happened?
Come on, Sir Ronald. This is not totally shocking. I already told you about the sequencing
Uh,
plan suggestion na
uh,
after elections na lang balikan tong issue na ito at back to business muna tayo, literal and figuratively. What do you think about the idea of balikan na lang yan after elections, Sir Ronald? What is your problem with that?
Una, after the elections, ang concern na ng mga politiko, no, ay 2028. How do they secure their future? Sino ba mga frontliners for 2028? Kahit dramatically bumaba ang mga Duterte, they're still in the competitive
Yeah, still
top
statistically
2.
tied with Rafi for
Up
number
to,
one.
one or two,
Yeah.
no? At saka yung kandidato ng gobyerno, medyo malayo. At least yung tinutulak for now ng gobyerno, di ba? Ikalawa, kung mangyayari ang impeachment after the elections, mas lesser na yung pangangailangan ng mga politiko, no? Doon sa presidente. Dahil the strongest position ng president is before and during the midterms, no? Ah, Bagamat may sinasabi yung iba na baka magbago yung komposisyon ng Senate para mas may chance yung conviction, yan ay mga variables na hindi mo pa sigurado.
Yeah,
Ngayon,
absolutely.
may mga variables ka na hawak mo na. Bakit ka tataya sa mga variables na hindi mo pa hawak? No? Ngayon may hawak ka na eh. No? Tapos ikaapat, no? Never believe your own legend. Never believe your own propaganda, no? Na uy, mangangailangan 'to mga ito, no? Ang gagawin ng mga 'yan, kukunin yung makukuha sa pero tahimik na lalaro dun sa lamang for the next election, no? Ando pa rin sila sa'yo, mga psychopaths, papalakpakan ka, pag nagbigay ka ng fourth sona, no, papalakpakan ka, hihingi pa rin sa iyo yan ng mga tupad, AX, ah, flood control, at saka mga kwan,
Pagpapayuda,
mga backup,
pagpapayuda.
no, hihingi pa rin sa iyo yan. Pero tahimik na yan magne-negotiate dun sa mga frontliners going into 2028. Hindi na nila i-risk yung kanilang political future, no? By uh, jumping on the impeachment trail, no?
And
So,
risking it, no? Risking it with potentially the next government and
yes,
BBM.
sana,
Yeah.
sana, no? Sana kahit hindi ako sanay magdasal, ipagdadasal ko na kung mangyayari ang impeachment after the elections, sana magtagumpay. Pero wag mong kalimutan, Big R, ang dami ng variables at play.
Na hindi mo
Diyan.
kontrolado. This is
Na
just
hindi
too,
mo
yeah, it's
kontrolado.
reckless. Yeah,
Di ba?
it's
Hmm.
parang medyo
Ngayon, ngayon, mas
suntukan.
kontrolado mo yung variables, no?
Now, speaking of now, I think the now is not necessarily over in two sense of the word. One is pag-usapan natin 'yan, no? Yung INC, magrarally na sila, I don't know, next week when 13th, 'di ba? What an interesting date. And then you expect, probably there'll be counter rallies, mobilizations, there'll be more people coming out. I don't think mawawala itong mga calls for revolutionary government, itong mga coup plot, rumors, and mga other things. Don't you think that could, again, focus minds, if I can put it that way, na medyo hindi na focus masyado since holidays, or I escalate the situation in ways that forces the hand of those whose hands doesn't want to be forced, right? And then pangalawa, I want to talk about the Matabato issue. After a long time, finally, he's now in safety, and it looks like the ICC is taking also his testimony very seriously, not only Las Cañas' testimony. It's a very emotional, it's a very important issue. And I want to also talk about the contribution of the Catholic priests, no? Yung mga priest na tumulong sa kanya. Hindi at Las Cañas, Matabato, sa mga biktima. So, unahin muna natin yung first part, Sir Ronald. Is there a way that Duterte's now will become hubristic again? And I could see it online. Purong mga patama yung mga tao. Oh, ano nangyari sa Quadcom? Hindi na pinag-usapan. Laos na sila. Wala na si ano, di ba? Um, so they may actually overreach and now go for G, right? Maybe China will push some of their friends here in the Philippines. Oh, go na kayo. Ito na. Wala palang kwenta. Mahina pala yung ano nandyan eh. Do you think that that could be one element also we're looking at here that could eventually force the hand that doesn't want to be forced?
Tingnan mo ilang linggo na sila tahimik, yung mga Duterte. Maliban kay Panelo at kay Harry Roque. But the principals are silent. Di ba? Anong sasabihin nila? No, anong sasabihin nila dito sa rally sa Lunes? Anong sasabihin nila? We won. We stopped the impeachment. No? Wala pa nga yung rally namin. Napatigil na namin. Lalo na ngayon, nag-rally kami. Di ba? Pa- Kahit sasabihin ng Iglesia ni Cristo, this is not about impeachment. This is about peace. This is a peace rally. Kahit sabihin ng Iglesia yan, i-spin na mga Duterte yan, we won. We stopped the impeachment on its tracks. No, we stopped it. Huh? We can stop the ICC. We can stop the criminal cases. We have momentum. I'm 100% sure yan ang gagawin nila. Tapos, ano yung messaging ng Malacanang? Ano yung messaging ng gobyerno? No? Dapat at this point, nakikita mo na yung possible shape. Dapat may indication ka na on what it will be. Wala ka nakikita eh. Wala ka. Yung narrative has to be shaped now. Hindi sa Lunes. Hindi after Monday. It has to be shaped now. Wala ko nakikitang narrative. No? Wala. Sayang nga, sabi ko nga, sayang itong National Security Council incident, EO81. Sayang itong Matabato, no? Well, hindi ginagamit yung narrative na yan. No, so bahagi nito ay messaging. Wala akong nakikitang maayos na messaging.
Actually,
Ikalawa nito
walang response,
ay
Sir Ronald.
politics. Oh,
Mm.
oh.
No, no, no. I mean, speak of...
Ikalawang bahagi nito
Mm.
is politics. No? Yun, hindi ko rin nakikita yon. Pero kahit wag na muna tayo pumunta ron. Pag-usapan na lang natin messaging. No? Nag-o-offensive na eh. Sineset na nila yung
That's a very
predicate eh.
good point. And on the messaging point,
Hmm.
Sir Ronald, the other day I was showing to friends here. Just to be clear, hindi ako nagpapatama sa ibang tao. This is serious
Hmm.
discussion. We'll go to this in terms of what the real genuine opposition should do. But ang narrative ngayon, Sir Ronald, is Sara Duterte on one side na ledger, 100, what, I don't know, 150 million lang yung parang ini-issue. Tapos yung kay BBM, nilistahan lahat ng mga bilyones ng mga scandals, alleged anomalies, confidential funds, ayuda, ganun, ganun. So parang basically narrative dyan is si Sara Duterte at most medyo ano lang siya, she just made pitik-pitik here and there. She's a victim of exaggerated accusations na baseless. Ang tunay talaga na nag-abuso ng bababoy sa ating lipunan ay kabilang kampo. No? I mean, that narrative, I didn't see a counter to that as much in terms of, wait, teka lang. Pag-usapan natin ang Farmali, pag-usapan natin ang Pogo, pag-usapan natin mga bilyones na mga kababalaghan na nangyari during the Duterte administration sa DOH, yung PPE, yung vaccines. Wala si Ronald, parang tayo-tayo lang nag-usap na.
Pero tayo kasi dati pa natin ginagawa yan. Usual suspects na tayo eh. Ang sinasabi ko, yung gobyerno na may resources, no? May kapangyarihan, may machinery, may network, anong ginagawa nila? No? Bakit hindi mo ipinipinta yung mga Duterte na, oh, itong pag yung mga tutol sa impeachment ay pro-aggression ng China because China is supporting itong pinapa-impeach, no? At itong pinapa-impeach sinusuportahan din ang China. 'Di ba? Dapat may ganung messaging. Yung mga kumokontra sa impeachment ay pro-corruption. Pro-corruption dahil saan ba nagsimula itong 13 trillion na utang na ito na lumobo from 5.8 trillion
Duterte
nung nagsimula
legacy.
sila.
Duterte
Yeah,
legacy.
dapat ipipinta mong ganyan. Itong Parmali, itong DepEd, laptops, etc., no? Ito yung corruption na sinusuportahan ng mga kontra sa impeachment, no? So ididikit mo sa impeachment eh. Yung mga issues na yan. Yung mga katulad natin, NGOs, yung mga kaunti na mga grupo diyan, ginagawa na yan. Pero very limited tayo eh. Because wala tayo sa poder eh. 'Di ba? Wala tayong resources, 'di ba? Ako nga, nakukuha ko lang mug at saka t-shirt eh. So,
Yung Sir
wala
Ronald,
tayong
hindi naman, medyo more than mug naman yung mga binibigay natin sa
So
show
wala
natin.
tayong
I'm
wherewithal
just
eh.
kidding.
Sino yung may kakayahan para gawin yan?
No, but
Yung
Sir Ronald,
gobyerno.
I wanna...
Nasaan sila?
But
Ba't sila
Sir
natutuwa sa
Ronald, maybe
pansitan?
yun yung
Hmm?
problema. Dahil
Hmm.
umaasa sila sa mga syungang katulad natin who are risking it all without any resources. Parang tayo mga mga Ronin na si Raulo who
Hmm.
are going there and just doing... Maybe it's because we're doing we're doing it. We're getting our hands dirty. Tingnan mo, sino nag-file ng impeachment? Akbayan, Kabayan, Civil Society Group. Tingnan mo sino nag-usap tungkol sa communications and narratives. Tayo, ikaw, Christian. I mean, it looks like parang na-outsource sa atin ng libre. And we're like the idiots
Hmm.
who are doing the fight on our own. Nag-Ronin mode tayo. Don't you think maybe that's a problem? Or also, and also rather,
Which is
marami,
not our problem, which is their problem.
but
No?
it's our problem too
Which
because
is which is their problem. Ang problema natin dahil kasama tayo sa kakalusin, no? Kasama tayo sa dudurugin. Problema
that's my
natin yan in
point.
the future,
Kaya nga,
no? Pero
kasi
tayo,
problema natin to.
we've been talking our heads up, no? Lahat na sila ginagawa na natin. Pero anong ginagawa nila? No? Anong ginagawa nila? Nasaan yung kanilang mga PR guys? Nasaan yung kanilang mga communication strategies? Nasaan yung mga yan?
Love
No?
Philippines. Hanggang dyan
Nasaan
lang
yung
kaya
kanilang
nila eh.
Nasaan yung kanilang mga talking heads, no? No? Kung iisipin nila na tayong gagawa yan, then they're more idiots, no? than the idiots, no?
Tayo yung mga freelance lang namin, like libre-libre
Oh.
lang na. No, I mean, probably, and I don't know, Sir Ronald, maybe it's also that they have even more wishful thinking than you and I. In fact, you already mentioned na siguro may wishful thinking pa sila na at the end of the day, sabi nga ni Erap, weather lang yan. In the end, mag-hug pa rin sila. The whole Kiko, Rojas, BBM. Maybe they're projecting their own evolving relationship, with the former enemies and saying, babalikan din namin with the Duterte's. At the end of the day, they're gonna play. Do you think that they bought too much into that worldview? That paradigm, which